Every student should have the opportunity to learn in an environment which is safe, conducive to the learning process, and free from unnecessary disruption. This policy addresses procedures for addressing serious, unacceptable, disruptive behavior by students. It does not address discipline for most classroom behavior. Principals and assistant principals have authority to suspend students for up to 10 days. The superintendent has authority to suspend students for up to 1 school year. Students may also be expelled by the Board of Education for a fixed or indefinite period of time. If a student is suspended for more than 10 days, it is the responsibility of the parents to find an alternative educational placement or program. Nebo School District will not enroll students who are currently suspended or expelled from other districts, and may choose to deny admission if the student was suspended or expelled from another district in the past 12 months. This is a list of the kinds of things that warrant disciplinary action, though the severity of the disciplinary action is not predefined in most cases. Weapons violations, however, carry an automatic suspension of 1 year unless the coordinator of student services feels it is in the interest of the student and the district to reduce that term.
As you can see, you need to apply these 2 lessons. Stop that, please. It's the two. Are you done?
Students may be subject to suspension or expulsion if they engage in these activities in or out of school if the activity disrupts or is intended to disrupt the educational environment. School employees report prohibited behavior to a school administrator. The administrator will base consequences on the severity of the infraction and might use a continuum of consequences. Students who steal or damage school property will need to pay for the damages or arrange to work off the cost. Many of the prohibited behaviors are governed by separate district policies, such as the one about student use of tobacco, alcohol, and drugs. No student may use, possess, sell, or distribute the things on this list on school property or during a district-sponsored activity, whether or not the actions occur during regular school hours. The exception to this is that a student may use or possess a single dose of an over-the-counter drug or one for which they have a legal prescription. Violation of the tobacco, alcohol, drug policy depends on the type of drug and on the number of times that a student has violated the policy. A record of violations is maintained and is cumulative for all years in school. School officials may conduct reasonable searches of students and student property. They must have reasonable suspicion to justify doing so. This applies to searches of the student, their belongings, or their vehicles, but not to school lockers, which are the property of the school. Searches of students and their property are done in the presence of a third party who is of the same gender as the student and are documented. Searches of a student's inner clothing must be done by a law enforcement officer, and parents will be informed that such a search occurred.